What up, y'all? Heidi back again. Back from the road. Hanging out over here in my friend's barn. Getting ready to do this, what I believe is a huge project. Hang on a second. All right. There she is. Agatha. She's ready. She's ready for the installation of the roof hatch / sunroof. Here it is. As I talked about in another video, just a quick aside. Nice hinges. It's acrylic. It's a double, I think it's a double. That's how the other windows work. Maybe it's not. Yeah, it is. So basically this is acrylic, but it's 2 layers of acrylic. So that helps give you a little bit of insulative value and also makes it stronger. So anyway, this is what it'll be like once it's on the roof. Now, something I talked about in another video, I was like, oh, this will be on the roof. I'll be able to utilize it if I want to pop up onto the roof to clean my solar panels once they're installed. I'll have this as an egress, but actually it's not an egress. I want to correct that. As you can see here, an egress opens all the way to where if in an emergency you need to get out of your vehicle, out of your camper, your van, whatever it is, you can pop out of a window. This is not an egress. It is large enough of an opening that my body fits through here, but because it only opens this far, doesn't open all the way. I'm not sure how well that's going to work as far as me being able to climb out of there. Probably be able to climb out of it, but that's not the main purpose. The reason I got it was to have ventilation out the roof, to provide a place where sun can come in through the roof, through the window, use it as a way to vent my kitchen when I'm cooking. I can clip a little rechargeable fan here, and that'll exhaust my cooking. So that was the whole plan. Initially, I was going to buy a bigger one. The one I originally planned to buy was quite a bit larger than this. It was big. But when I went to order it, so I had selected the one I wanted months ago. And then, I waited a few months. I wasn't ready to buy it yet. I had other things that were more of a priority on the van. So when I finally decided to order my roof hatch, the price had gone up. Shocking. I feel like, I want to say it has to do with tariffs. I don't know. I mean, the price went up substantially. It was like an additional $100 or something. And I'm like, whoa. And this was already very, very pricey. Very, very pricey. So I ended up ordering one that was slightly smaller. I think this one it's probably like 3 inches smaller as far as the length, and then probably a couple inches this way. So the other one I was planning to buy was huge. And it would have allowed me to easily get in and out onto the roof. I still think this is probably going to work good enough if I want to pop my head out here, have a little step stool inside the van, and I can pop up out and clean my solar panels, or if I need to check something on the roof, it'll probably serve that purpose good enough. But the main job that I want it to do, like I said, is to a place for sun to come in, a place to get some airflow out the roof, and also to vent my cooking. All right, so here we go. Let's talk about what I did in preparation for today. So that roof hatch did not come with a template that would allow me to easily cut the hole. So I had to make my own template. And the way I did that is I turned this upside down, and I showed this in another video. Turned it upside down, I wrapped it with wrapping paper on one side, and then I traced around the opening of where I planned. I'll show you here real quick. If I can just turn this upside down without making too much of a fuss. I'll show you. Yeah. So the opening that I need to cut in the roof is this big. This edge right here of the metal, this is going to go down through the hole in the roof that I cut. This rectangular shape with the rounded edges. And what I did in order to get the right size is I just put the wrapping paper on, taped it, then I drew a line with a pencil, cut out the wrapping paper. That's pretty close to the exact correct size it needs to be. As you can see, that's very close. Pretty accurate. Then I took that wrapping paper and I put it on a cardboard box, which is right here. Took the wrapping paper, I set it on this cardboard box, taped it down, then I traced around the wrapping paper, then I came back and I used a straight edge. Is this the straight edge I used? I think so. My friend, he's got a lot of nice tools. I have a lot of nice tools, not as many as him, but I borrow some of his tools. He doesn't mind. So yeah, when I went to draw my line, I don't think I did use a straight edge. I think I just traced around the wrapping paper with a marker, which gave me a really nice straight line, as you can see here. And then I used the straight edge to cut it with my box knife. Box knife. So I put a nice black line on there, and then I went around with my box knife and cut straight. I had all that cut out. Then the last thing I did was I went around these curves and very slowly and carefully cut that out. So basically, once I got that template cut out, I set that to the side. Then what I like to do is take the window. I took this window and I put it in this hole. Let me show you that real quick. See if I can do this here real quick. Yeah. So if you take the window and turn it up like this. Hang on, guys. Oh, gosh. I need to get one of those things that you hold your phone with. Anyway, I took the window, I set it on the cardboard box over the hole. Like this. Yeah. So you can see now. I set it in the hole like that. Just to double check that what I cut out, is the right size. So it fits pretty well. Yeah. And that lets me know that the template I cut out is pretty close to the right size. Okay, next step. Double checking, triple checking everything that I've drawn and cut and traced and cut, and then I double check the window fits, right. Okay, then I take the template and come over here. Let me grab my drill. I'll show you guys something else here real quick. Come over here to the van. Hey, you following me around? All right, so let's see here. Go ahead and move this ladder. I'll show you what I've done. Hey, puppy. You're not, come here. Come on. Let me get her in here. Oh, there you go. Oh, my goodness. There you go. All right, drill. Watch out. Watch out, sweetie. Oy. All right, so if you look in here, there's my template. So I took some measurements. I measured the template across here to see how wide it is. I think it was 17.5 inches. So then I measured this space from here to here. And I know I want to center this template in the ceiling here. So then what I did is the 17.5 inches, I took this measurement, I subtracted the 17.5 inches from that. I came up with 3¼ inches. So then what I did is I made some marks on the ceiling here. 3¼ inch, 3¼ inch. You can see the mark right there. 3¼ inch over here. Little black mark. 3¼ inch on this side. Little black mark. 3¼ inch. All right. Then I took the template. I put some painter's tape. I balled it up and put it on this other side. Then I stuck it on the ceiling and lined it up with the black marks. So basically I've got it pretty much centered where I want it, right here. And I also have it centered this way. So that's stuck on the ceiling. Got some more painter's tape. I taped the template to the ceiling. So now that I've gotten that up there, I got that up there. That shows me exactly where I want that roof hatch to go. On the inside. I can't do that on the roof because once I'm on the roof, I don't really have a reference point to go from to know where exactly do I want this on the inside. I will be blind once I'm on the roof. So the idea is decide where I want it on the inside of the van. I know I want it right here. I've left this area unfinished so that I can install this. And as you can see here, this is going to be my future kitchen. The roof hatch is right above the kitchen. That'd be perfect for cooking and venting things out the roof. Okay. Now, underneath here, there's actually a bump out on the roof that is specifically designed from the manufacturer so that you can cut out and put a window in, a roof hatch. But I didn't want my roof hatch located in this position. This was actually not going to be a big enough area anyway. I wanted it here. So I'm like, forget that. I'm going to put it here. And then I'll work that in as I go along with my butyl tape and my butyl tape and then my, what's the name of that white stuff you put on afterward? Dicor lap sealant to seal everything on the roof once it's installed. All right, so why did I bring this over here? So what I'm going to do now, when I get off the video, I'm going to drill a couple of reference points. So I'm just going to choose a couple of random spots on this piece of cardboard. Maybe like one here and like one over here. Right? Then I'll drill a hole here. I'll drill a hole here all the way through the roof. All the way through. Then, what does that mean? That means, let me show. Hopefully this makes sense to you guys. I hope it makes sense. All right, get on the ladder. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. All right, so what'll happen is I'll be inside there. I'll drill 2 holes, right, in that cardboard, and the holes will go through the cardboard all the way up through the roof. So we'll have holes coming out, 2 of them. Then, once these holes are drilled, I'll go back inside the van, grab that cardboard template. I'll come out here on the roof. I'll set the template on the roof, and I'll line up those holes. That way, FedEx, are you delivering my stuff, FedEx? Oh, you are. Shoot. Oh, the dog. Hopefully she doesn't run after the FedEx guy. No, 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 no. Oh boy, here we go. Nope. Nope. Hazards of the process. Hang on. Let me get you in here. Sorry guys. Pull this out here. I just don't want her to chase that guy. Let me shut the door. Shut this door. Shut this door. All right. That dog ain't going nowhere. All right. If I can finish explaining how I'm doing this. Anyway, basically... Oops. Please don't fall off the ladder. Right. So you can see here, this is what I was talking about. This is what they put in the roof from the manufacturer to give you a guideline if you want to cut out and put a window in. But I didn't want mine to be located here. I want it to be located here. So once I have those 2 holes in there, I'll be able to line up my template. So the holes on the template will line up with the holes in the roof. At that point, I'll clean this roof off first, actually. Then I will tape the template to the roof. Then I'm going to come up here, drill a pilot hole. Well, I'm going to trace around it with a black marker, remove the template. Now I know exactly what size I need to cut for the roof. Then I'm gonna drill a pilot hole. Then I'm gonna get out my jigsaw and cut the hole out. And then I'll go through the whole process like I did with the other windows. But anyway, while we're up here, what the heck was that noise? While we're up here, we'll just take a look at this roof. Huge. So basically, my roof hatch will go here, and then I have the entire back part of the roof to put my solar panels. I think I'll be able to fit at least 3 of them up here, maybe 4. Might be able to put one up here. I kind of want to do 600 or 800 watts, and that will probably take up 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I can probably fit 4 of them right back here, maybe. And then up here, I was thinking about doing just a little miniature cedar deck. I don't know. I'm gonna have a DIY roof rack. These are these T-bolts I was telling you guys about. They come with the van right here. There's these little bolts. Hang on. These little bolts, they're already on the van. That allows you to mount roof racks. All right. This video got really long. Didn't help that the dog was posing a situation with the FedEx guy. But anyway, that's what I'll do. So in the next video, I'll have this all cut out and cleaned up, and then I'll show you guys a little bit more detail how I'm getting this roof sunroof in, roof hatch. All right, that's all I got for now, guys. See you on the next one. Bye.